of the cue. There's plenty of action, and the heat is coming out of these guys. I mean, it is absolutely cooking down here. Competition is hot. Great, great competition. Next up, bout number 102. That's Quentin Perez. Perez's opponent from Rutgers, Richie Lewis. We're at 165 pounds. And 2 points on the board. Richie Lewis for Rutgers. Lewis out to the side. And we're going to walk back to the center of the mat. Quentin Perez on the mat for Campbell. He is a junior. He's trying to get away from Lewis, but unable to do so. Lewis popped out to the side. And we'll see what the call is there. It's a no call by Mr. McCormick. We're coming back to the center of the mat. No change of position. Quentin Perez, this is his second trip to the NCAA Division I Championships. This year, he's won 75.8% of his bouts. He placed third in the Southern Conference. He's from Arlington High School in Arlington, Texas, and he has an at-large bid. Lewis from Rutgers still in control. He's in the superior position. Richie Lewis, the number 6 seed, is a senior, sporting a record of 18 wins, 4 losses. He's in action on the far side of the mat, and we're out of bounds. Mr. McCormick's going to bring the wrestlers back to the center of the mat. He placed third in the Big Tens. He's from Toms River, New Jersey. Went to Toms River East High School. He was a 2015 Junior College All-American, placing third in a 2014 runner-up at junior college. He wrestled, of course, then at Iowa Central. And he scores 2 points. Richie Lewis from Rutgers. Mike McCormick resetting the wrestlers here on the mat. And Lewis indicating an optional start. 1 point on the release to Perez. Got a 4-1 bout in favor of Lewis. We're bringing you the play-by-play action on mat number 1 at the NCAA Division I Wrestling Championships in Cleveland, Ohio. We're in the Quicken Loan Center, downtown Cleveland, where it's a bit snowy outside, temperature in the low 30s, but in here, plenty of heat as these guys are battling. Lewis scoring 2 points on the takedown. We've got our seatbelts fastened and we're moving along with the action. It's fast, it's furious. Mr. Mike McCormick on the whistle. Ryan Hagan assisting. And 6-2 at the end of one period of wrestling in favor of Richie Lewis. The choice goes to Perez. Quentin Perez takes the top position. Richie Lewis in the down position. Perez with, again, what appears to be the Chicago ride off the left side. Richie Lewis now getting separation, scoring 1 point, getting the escape. Lewis now with 7 points on the board. Lewis also has 1:42 in riding time. We have concussion. 1:26 remaining second period. Quentin Lewis from Rutgers leading 7-2. Again, 1:42 in riding time on Lewis's side of the clock. And Lewis coming around, gaining control by coming behind the hips, scores 2. And 1 point on the escape awarded to Quentin Perez. And Lewis scoring 2 more points on the takedown. 11-3 now in Lewis's favor. 44 seconds remaining second period. Richie Lewis for the Scarlet Knights with an 11-3 lead. Quentin Perez scoring 1 point on the release by Lewis. We're in the neutral position with 35 seconds remaining second period at 165. And Richie Lewis again in on the double leg, converts, stands up, changes level, looks like he's going to go for a trip. He does, he tries the outside trip unsuccessfully, but he gets Perez on his hips. He's trying to pop his head out, and there he goes. He's got his head out now trying to turn the corner. Perez over the top, countering. And time runs out. We've got an 11-4 bout at the end of 2 periods of wrestling on Mat 1 from the floor of the Q in Cleveland, Ohio. And Mike McCormick is getting Richie Lewis set in the down or defensive position. Quentin Perez from Campbell in the top position. Perez trying to get near fall points, but he's got to keep it held tight or he's going to get reversed. And we've got a stalemate. We're going to move back a couple of feet, restart again. Lewis still in the bottom position. Perez covering from the top. And Lewis scoring 2 points on the reversal. Lewis now with a 13-4 lead, 1:49 in riding time, and the clock is ascending for Lewis. Lewis has a flanker in on Perez's left side. Looks like he was trying to hook up the cradle, just couldn't quite get it to go. 1:03 remaining third period. Bout number 102. Quentin Perez from Campbell. His opponent, Richie Lewis, the number 6 seed from Rutgers. Lewis with an optional start. But no separation. Perez up to his feet. Lewis popping off to the side just a little bit. Perez trying to raise his leg and get over the top. Can't do so. No change of control. Perez trying to move away from Lewis. Lewis pursues him. Brings him back in tight with a double leg. Lewis looking for that cradle if he can get it hooked up. And we're out of bounds. 14 seconds remaining. Richie Lewis from Rutgers with a 13-4 lead. 3:02 in riding time. Quentin Perez is settled. Optional start indicated, but no separation. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by a final score of 14-5, winner by a major decision. He is Richie Lewis from Rutgers University. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the NCAA Wrestling